coffee, giving me the grace. Ready to game with my heart full of fire. Faith and pixels lifting me higher. Steel drums beating as I sip my brew. God and gaming, making life feel new. Tropical breeze blowing through my space. PC gamer, EMTaco in the race. Living my life and loving the ride. Faith in my heart and joy as my guide. Coffee in hand and dreams in the sky. PC gamer, EMTaco flying high. Beats groove as the games begin. God on my side, I'm destined to win. Heals and revives shooting through the night. Faith and pixels shining so bright. Tropical rhythms in my gaming den. My faith in God guided me again. Coffee's aroma fills up the air. EMTaco's always there. Living my life and loving the ride. Faith in my heart and joy as my guide. Coffee in hand and dreams in the sky. PC gamer, EMTaco flying high. In my gaming den, my faith in God guided me again. Coffee's aroma fills up the air. PC gamer, EMTaco's always there. EMTaco flying high. This morning to the sun's embrace. Prayer and coffee giving me the grace. Ready to game with my heart full of fire. Faith and pixels lifting me higher. Steel drums beating as I sip my brew. God and gaming, making life feel new. Tropical breeze blowing through my space. PC gamer, EMTaco in the race. Living my life and loving the ride. Faith in my heart and joy as my guide. Coffee in hand and dreams in the sky. PC gamer, EMTaco flying high. Beats groove as the games begin. God on my side, I'm destined to win. Heals and revives shooting through the night. Faith and pixels shining so bright. Tropical rhythms in my gaming den. My faith in God guided me again. Coffee's aroma fills up the air. PC gamer, EMTaco's always there. Living my life and loving the ride. Faith in my heart and joy as my guide. Coffee in hand and dreams in the sky. PC gamer, EMTaco flying high. to my gaming den. My faith in God guided me again. Coffee's aroma fills up the air. PC gamer, beyond tacos, always there. Beyond taco, flying high.
The following episode of Beyond the Quest is recorded live and is presented unedited. That means you're hearing it exactly as it happens, raw, real, and in the moment. As such, you may encounter raw and unfiltered moments, technical hiccups, or spontaneous conversations. You're going to hear from real life first responders and people of the Christian faith. The views and opinions expressed by the host and guest are their own and do not necessarily reflect those of our sponsors, partners, or Slim Chance Gaming. Listener discretion is advised, and we thank you for joining us on the journey. Now sit back and enjoy the show.
Oh.
That was random.
What was random?
Your face.
Probably.
We've got hate mail. We've
Moonpie,
got hate
what
mail.
do I click to subscribe with Prime?
It should be down at the bottom. I don't know how it works. Ask Napkins. He done it, didn't you?
You hit the subscribe button, and then there's a little checkbox that says subscribe with Prime.
That's what you do. Boom, 5 months in a row from bed. Oh, if you were smart, vet, you would have waited till the birthday stream starts.
Ooh.
Speaking of,
Wait,
tell the
there's like
people.
Y'all need
Vet
to
Nation.
send the Blues Clues mail song for hate mail.
That was Angry Vet Nation.
Oh. Not seeing a subscriber button. I'm also driving. That sounds safe.
Let me see.
That's
Where
Moonpie
it's at.
for you.
I'm pulling it up on my phone.
It won't let me
You don't-
resub. Y'all should probably wait till the birthday stream starts. When the birthday stream starts,
You know.
during that 12-hour stream, any sub or donation of at least 500 bits, you will get to spin a wheel where you can possibly win one of these amazing shirts that my wife stayed up making. In case you guys can't read this, it says hashtag some people's kids. It's amazing. And there is hats. There is faith-based t-shirts. There is also several things on that wheel that it could land on, and which things I will have to eat. Spicy things, sour things, nasty bug things.
Things.
Things. So that's gonna be fun. Anyways, what was you saying, Napkins? I cut you off. Good morning, everybody. I'm late.
That is correct, McMedic's
Alright.
wifey. He would not allow you to add pineapple pizza to that wheel.
Negative.
I said, we've got hate mail. We've got hate mail.
We just got some hate mail.
We just got some hate mail.
We just
Man,
got some hate
mail.
mail. Wonder
Man,
who
we
it's
got some
from.
hate mail.
Oh, my bad. I was on the different song. I don't know what this hate mail entails, but
And it's brutal.
listen, my thing is I'm wondering if I even brought this on myself or if this is just like, you know, like you rage quit and you were like still rage quit. You know what I mean?
Also, Moonpie did get some responses for the best Tennessee barbecue, but I'm going to hold those since he's not on the show.
Now he'll never know where to eat.
Well, I'm curious. I'd like to find good Tennessee barbecue as well.
Taco's like, come on now, feed me.
I'm already having a technical issue this
Difficulty.
morning.
Listen, so I want you to know I didn't oversleep. I was just making sure that my eyelids
Weren't
worked
damaged.
really well.
To be fair, that is also because we were experimenting with the game until, what was it, 5:30, 6:30 this morning?
It was 6:30 this morning.
Yeah. But it's all in preparation for a very fun series at some point.
For the boomers versus the Gen Z in Ark. Moon Pie, I have a question for you from the wife.
Did you guys get an ARC server?
No.
No.
No, we
No.
were experimenting
Testing
with
mods.
mods.
This
and
is
stuff.
going to be something that probably could wait for after the podcast, but I'm just going to ask it since it's on my brain.
Yeah.
Medic,
Yep.
do you remember when we got a G Portal server for something a while back?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Well, it charged you this morning, apparently.
Yeah, I saw that whenever I was trying to waddle my way in here.
I got an email that said, your server's been renewed. And I went, what?
Yeah, I was wondering what G Portal was.
I'm not going to mention their name anymore because they refused to sponsor us. No free advertisement for you.
Let's see, is there a way... You keep talking. I'm going to try and change the color of that text. I can't see it.
Talking.
Ba-da-bum. Anyway, how is y'all this morning?
Pretty good.
Everybody good?
Pretty
Everybody good?
Yeah.
Well, red ain't gonna work, is it? I can't really
Any
see. It'd be
idea
fine.
why you were picking up sis at 8:30 this morning? Something about that's the time we were getting the shirt done and you were picking sis up?
Hey?
I don't know. That's what your wife sent in the chat.
Any idea why you were picking up sis at 8:30 this morning? Something about that's the time we were getting the shirt done and you were picking up.
Your wife's done confused us all.
Well, she's probably high.
And that takes some talent.
That's what Medic told her when she tried to wake him up after taking sis to Knott County.
No, she's confused. I know what she's talking about. She has confused herself. It's okay. Still love her. Anyways, good morning, sleepy ninjas. We're confused too. It's okay. It's a confusing day.
Welcome to the boat.
So, I have to tell a story. This is what's been on my brain. It's what I
Okay.
told you I had, and it ain't much, but Napkins will enjoy it. So everybody knows, like, you can go to, like, Walmart, and you have these self-checkouts, and then you have the little person that wants to see your receipt.
Right.
And I'm somebody that says, no, I'm already doing your job. You want to see my receipt, you go put it all in the buggy yourself. Okay? I did not know that stores have progressed to the jobs that confuse my brain the most. I had to stop at the dollar store the other day. Dollar stores have self-checkouts now.
Some, yeah.
This dollar store has a self-checkout and a regular checkout. The regular checkout was marked closed. I was like, okay. So I run over to the self-checkout. And there is a worker literally standing right at the self-checkout and watching me scan every single thing and put it in the buggy, and just looking over top of it. And I was like, "Can I help you?" And they were like, "No." Okay. So I was getting ready to hit pay, and they said, "Are you paying with cash or card?" I said, "Well, I'm holding a card. It would be card." And I, go ahead and start paying. And they was like, "Okay." And I said, "Excuse me, is this your job?" And they said, "What?" And I said, "To stand at the self checkout and make sure everyone scans and puts everything in their bag." And they said, "Yeah, we have a lot of issues with people trying to steal." I said, "You know that other register right there forces you to make sure what goes in that bag because you have to scan it and put it in that bag." They said, "Yeah, that's not my job. That's the cashier's job." I don't understand whatsoever. So they have to stand in one spot at the register and not work the register.
Yep.
That makes no sense. Confusing.
Society.
Listen, I didn't have a napkin, but it was wadded. You know what I mean?
I hear you. That's.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's an all new level right there.
Listen, it wasn't Martin.
Yeah, that don't surprise me.
I was so like, what is happening? Because I don't know, like they could reach over and do everything themselves. I almost just pulled it all back out and said, "You care to scan that and put it in the bag?"
At least do something.
Like to stand there and make sure that you do their job for them.
Yep.
That's what that person's getting paid for.
Pretty much.
I didn't get one cut out of it. I was out money. Makes no sense. They may as well just had been at the gas station scratching a lottery ticket, holding the line up.
Oh, don't get me started.
I'm telling you, that drives me crazy. Badonkers.
So I can't help but notice that we haven't seen Mario's cousin on here today. I'm missing him.
Oh yeah, where be Mario at?
I'm missing him and Peach. He is very busy.
Very busy. I bet he's got a boss that's keeping him busy.
I was trying to.
Hey, Faith.
Morning, Faith. I'm here
You're
lurking,
lurking.
half asleep. I felt that statement.
I'm sure you are. We heard that you went on another spree of thoughts that keep you awake at night.
That's why he's busy.
Wow.
He officially started in his position today.
Ah,
I thought that was the other day. Didn't I get an email?
That's what I just
thought.
now checked was my email to see when it was.
The date.
Yeah, the date started today.
Cool.
Is he not at the watch party? Now I'm confused.
Wait a second. He ain't gonna be in no watch party. Wait, watch party.
Remember? Angry Vet Nation.
Why would I remember things? I can't remember my own birthday. Hint, half asleep.
Angry Vet Nation watches the podcast every morning, but if he's very busy, does that mean he's not there?
I don't know. That's a question that keeps you up at night.
That's gonna wad my napkins if Fed ain't letting him there.
Oh.
I didn't say that. He did. I love you, babe. You love me. I know that. You said that live before. I'll never forget it. Happy birthday to me. You know what else I'm gonna bring up? How do I say this without getting too when you have somebody that you really feel like is like a brother, you know what I mean? Like they're more than a friend. They're a brother to you. They family, and you don't even get a happy birthday from them.
Pretty rough. Pretty rough.
I guess that shows their true colors, don't it?
I don't know.
Amy says
I
he
don't
is
know.
in a meeting with his staff and he'll be here shortly.
I don't know how you handle it. How you handle it?
In a meeting with his staff, he sounds so important.
I know. Mario yelling
He's
at
growing up on it.
that you love Cool Whip, Mander. Listen, Linda.
Uh-oh. Not the Linda.
Mander is really gonna regret camp meet. Thank you for the happy late birthday, Sleemy Ninja. We're celebrating it today, 2 p.m. And surprisingly, a Callistus has already said he will be there at 2 p.m. and ready to go.
I will believe it when I see it.
That's what I told him. Just Elsa that thing and let it go, bro. Let it go. Let it go. Taco, what are you staring at?
Not staring at anything.
All I can see was the top of your head. I didn't know.
Just fighting with my phone, trying to keep the stream up on it, so make sure it's not lagging like it did that one day.
Video is the proof, though, Mander. What is wrong with her this morning? She's confusing me. Anyway, that's what was on my brain. Those two things, gnawing at it, you know. What's on your all's brains?
That it's already been a very chaotic morning.
Uh-oh. Was it because I was late?
No, it was because
Chad! Here, Mario isn't. Now who do you love? We always love you, Chad. Drop some Chads in the chat. That's what we need. Yeah. Now who do you love? Bro, you have your own emo on my channel, and you gonna ask that question?
But yeah, I had to go to Walmart and it's Christmas. So
Oh, Peach is packing.
Uh-oh.
Busy.
wait, so
Like a 22?
I got a question for Pete.
Uh-oh.
Mario's in New Jersey already. But you're packing? Does that mean you ain't moved yet?
They were in the process, right? They're getting ready to?
Yeah. But if he started today, you would think they've already moved.
Maybe he meant unpacking. Moon pie on the brain. Mander.
Mander, I'm not sure you got much on the brain today.
I don't know. I think since they slammed Cool Whip in my face yesterday, she just went badonkers. My oldest child almost suffocated me doing that.
Was it your oldest child doing it?
Yes. Yes, Peyton went to do it to Moon Pie, and Mander flipped it into his face.
I knew that happened to Peyton.
So I told Peyton, it's okay. You wait till camp meet. She will not be happy.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's threats happening and I'm not sure how to react.
You know it was great.
Moving company is coming today. Should be moved this evening. Then Mario gets to come home and unpack.
Fun.
That's right.
Put it
Hey,
to work.
that's Peach.
Yeah.
You just now realized that was Peach?
I thought he said she was busy.
Mario's busy.
My head hurts.
You're still asleep.
I told you that. Moon, I'm not going to camp meeting. Well, that can make two of us. I ain't got a camper yet. I'm gonna take John Boggs a cat. I'm getting rid of my cats. I'm gonna bring in my cats. By the way, Awake in the Mountains officially ended. It was a good week of revival. Got to meet some pretty cool people. McMedic's Ministries were pretty awesome, and very, very helpful. They stayed all week helping out. I got to meet the one and only Linda Gibson Johnson. She's a hoot.
She can be, yeah.
Just tell them they're sanctified. This episode is already so chaotic. I know, and Napkins got so confused he done left. Look at him.
I'm here.
All I see is a panda.
Yeah. It's black.
What is wrong with it now?
I'm sad it wasn't streamed. That would be Moon Pie's fault. That would have been a good thing to stream your service.
They normally do.
Yeah, they're like when they say mediocre, they really live up to that. Like, that's like their life motto. You know what I mean? If they're like, you know, we could stream this right now to Twitch, our whole church service, let all Twitch hear about Jesus, and then they're like, you know, that's kind of going over the top though.
Yeah, that's a little too much effort.
I think we'll dial it back down a little bit and then forget we even have phones.
Why would you stream to Facebook or anything when you can be mediocre?
I'm telling you. And I bet the whole time Moon Pie was like, well, maybe if I had a Moon Pie emote, then I'd do it.
You think that's what the problem was?
Nope. Think he totally forgot. If we set expectations low, we can't let you down.
Well,
When you put it that way.
You ain't wrong. But somehow you still manage. It's crazy.
oh my gosh.
You're telling me. Why did we decide to do these things this early?
That
Whose
was
fault
your
is
all's decision.
Oh.
I just went along with what you all said.
Well, you see how you put all that on us?
Yeah,
Like
I know it.
Wow. I heard it. I think we should just be honest about it. This is Moon Pie's fault.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Well, we's all agreement there.
That's rare.
I was gonna say I wasn't expecting that.
What the crap? Chadrick?
Anybody tuning in as he's yelling at Chadrick? After the podcast, we gotta get all the afterwards stuff, behind the scenes stuff done and things. Probably around 2 p.m. We'll be going live for the birthday stream. The 12-hour stream, which will be starting with Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. From the beginning, with whoever's wanting to join in, and as of right now, I think Taco and Cal are.
Yep.
Napkins never told me. And he still hasn't because he's staring at his phone.
Good
There will
thing
be
I've got an emotional support beard to get me through this.
Yeah, you can tell that thing's been through a lot. Helping you. There will be a variety of games. We will be switching it up at some point. I don't know what all games we're gonna play. We're gonna be doing all kinds of giveaways. Thanks to the one and only AVM for sponsoring it. I'm excited for it. And then at some point, between streaming all the games and if anybody subs or donates and me having to eat whatever's in that bag over there, my wife is gonna slam a cake in my face live. So I gotta have that done again after yesterday, Commander. Appreciate that.
You saw love.
No, I didn't feel no love yesterday. I ain't gonna lie to you. It felt like humiliation.
Chadrick needs to answer my text.
Bum, bum, bum.
Wham! Chad, you were here. You heard him. Answer text.
I will say, after messing around on there to try out mods and stuff, I now remember exactly why we really wanted
Yes, you.
to attempt to get Ark Survival Ascended on Steam, because they still have not fixed any of the issues on Xbox.
Ads are getting ready to run again. Daggone ads. I gotta figure the thing out. They changed how the ads work on here. So if you're gonna see ads, well, just enjoy them. Appreciate you watching them. Understand? He knew it was coming. I took his glasses off, and he said, "Uh-oh." Well, duh. It was a little too late then. Fixed. Napkins. Reload. Oh, with exclamation. As in now.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, Chad, I already got a thank you this morning. That's crazy. Crazy. Oh, feeling so lonely.
Chad.
You know, you
Come
singing
on,
that
Chad.
little bit
You
of the
said it's
song
fixed.
does make me have to mention that for anybody who's never watched Futurama, if you want to like just have a gut punch of emotion, go watch the episode where Fry gets his dog back.
I don't think I've ever seen it. Wait, yeah, I have.
Yeah, it ends with that song.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is an emotional gut punch.
Yeah, it is. It's sad. What's wrong now, Napkins? You live in a technical difficulty world.
This morning, apparently.
Apparently.
apparently. I think I'm having a stroke this morning, honestly.
Apparently.
You're in a loop for sure.
That reminded me. Have you ever met somebody when you're talking to them and they'll say something and they will immediately whisper it back to themselves?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Have you
Hey,
ever called
Mario.
them out on that?
I don't think
I
I ever
have
have.
not.
I haven't called them out, but I've started doing it to myself in front of them.
How did that go?
Well, they give you a weird look and then walk away, and then you're kind of like, why are you looking at me weird? I was doing what you were doing.
You pulled a mind ninja on me. I couldn't help myself.
Mario's here. You're late. Peach has done been here waiting on you. You're gonna be. Oh, he's gonna be a Chad. Don't be a Chad. Be a Mario. Play your cards right. You might get you an emote on this channel too.
Ooh.
Sorry, meeting ran over. Okay, now he's starting to sound like a vet.
All right, I'm in. It's working now.
Yay! Chad fixed things, I think. Was it Chad?
I think so.
Yay! It says hey now. All right, you're in. Woo!
But we can move to Questers questions whenever you're ready.
Whenever you want to do it, bro.
All
Are you
right.
starting with the hate mail?
No, that'll be last because it
Oh,
was submitted
daggone.
last.
I was okay.
All right. So these first few are for Moon Pie, but since
It
Taco
can
mentioned he
wait.
wanted to know.
It can
Okay.
wait.
Okay.
Whoa.
The barbecue places.
Oh yeah. Moon Pie doesn't deserve to know. He blew us off today. So
Yeah, now he has to wait to learn where he can get good barbecue. Ha ha.
yeah.
These are-
I am
I
curious.
want to know what that item is, though.
I'm curious. Is it like?
Item?
I bet they're like in the big cities, though. You know what I mean, like Memphis and Nashville and stuff. I bet they're not like the little hidden gems. Those are the good ones.
I still think of that place we found in Baltimore that time. And I'm just like, man, I'd love to go back there again.
Yeah, those little mom and pop places, or the like the hidden ones around. You don't expect that ones that live over beside the dumpster.
So we're gonna start off Quester's questions with questions that keep Faith up at night.
Oh my gosh! Like, how many are we talking? Because didn't we have like? Are these the ones we fast ran?
Yes.
Oh, some of them really bothered me.
Well, get ready. Buckle up, Buttercup, because here's round 2.
Oh, okay.
All right. Faith Pulse.
Oh, he's
addresses to
totally
everyone.
ready for it.
And he said, if memories make up who we are, what happens to the parts of us that forget? If memories make up who we are, what happens to the parts of us we forget?
Huh. Maybe that part was a lie.
Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh.
All right. Next
I don't
one
know.
from-
I want to know. I want to hear your answer to that, Mister. You ask me weird questions like that all the time.
Maybe that part just wasn't important. That part was a simulation.
It was a simulation. You forgot to hit save.
Yeah, that checkpoint didn't save. All right, again from Faith Pulse. If we dream in first person, who's running the camera?
It'd be first person. Would it be you?
That's kind of where I'm confused, because if you're dreaming in first person, why would there be a camera? Everything's from your point of view.
Or you're wearing a GoPro.
You're wearing a GoPro in your dream.
Okay. Why is it called a bulldog if it's already built? Wait, no, hang on.
Bulldog?
Building.
Let
me clean my glasses here.
Bulldog.
Why is it called a building if it's already built? And that's addressed specifically to you, medic.
Ooh.
Why is it called a building? Already built. Probably because everybody would sound redneck if he was like, over at that built there.
And,
You know that big built right there?
and the word structure just never caught on.
Yeah.
Taco.
Yeah.
Oh, Taco got one too.
Why do noses run and feet smell?
I don't know.
Technically, it does require maintenance. Touche. Touche. Why do noses run, but what?
Feet smell.
Feet smell.
It'd sound kind of funny if your feet had a bad odor and you were going, my feet are running, people.
Technically, can't you run on your feet?
Your feet could technically be running if you are
Running.
actively running.
Yeah, okay, so you mean that you'd feel alright if your nose was running snot and everything and you were telling people, I'm smelling today, sorry.
Why would you have snot running?
You
on
don't
your
have
feet?
to. I mean, your nose still smells, just not in the
Yeah.
instance of it running.
See what you do, Faith. See what you've done. You're gonna start an argument between these two about your feet and your nose. It doesn't take much around here.
Okay, this one was addressed to Moon Pie, but I'm just gonna go ahead and read it. If we say sleep like a baby, Why are we okay with waking up screaming every 2 hours?
That's a good one.
Well, McMedic's wifey, go put some paper in the oven and call it cookies or brownies or whatever it was I said. Because you just don't get it. You don't get it at all. What we were saying is
Here we go.
Taco
Listen,
said.
I can see his napkin wadding up right now.
Taco said, wouldn't you feel funny?
I'd burn the paper. Wow.
Oh my lord.
That was an inside joke, I believe.
Anywho, Taco said, wouldn't you feel funny if your nose was running and all snotty and stuff to say, my nose is really smelling today? And I said, well, that's just because that it's not in the sense of it running doesn't mean that your nose doesn't smell. Like, because the question was, why do feet smell and noses run?
I'm gonna say the nose one has to do with the fact that you say a river is running too. It's just about liquid moving.
You're so sciencey.
Anywho, if we say sleep like a baby, why are we okay with waking up screaming every 2 hours?
Wouldn't it
I
be,
don't know, I
why
feel
are
like
we
that-
not okay?
I feel like that's my sleeping anyway.
What do you mean, shouldn't it be why are we not okay?
Because that's what babies do. But usually when you say I slept like a baby, you meant that you slept really well. You
It
slept
doesn't
long.
say slept. It says if we say sleep like a baby. So if I'm telling you, like you going to bed and I'm saying sleep like a baby, why am I saying that's? Why am I okay with you waking up screaming every 2 hours like a baby does?
Sleep like a baby that has been stuffed full of melatonin. But don't say that. Faith, you've started something here.
All right. Next one from Faith. If we try to fail, I cannot read today.
Instead of sleeping like a baby, I just want to sleep like my husband, Mander.
If we try to fail and succeed, which one did you do?
Whichever one you were trying.
Why was you trying to fail?
Thank you. That's the better question that'll keep you up at night.
Anywho,
Why are you
okay.
eating that?
He says, if we can't touch anything without touching air first, are we really ever touching anything?
Oh my gosh. Wasn't that like a...
You want me to really blow his mind? According
Isn't-
to scientists now, there's a membrane that covers every molecule of your body that prevents it from touching anything, including air.
You remember that?
I don't believe that, though.
You remember that comment that we got a little bit ago that said it was kind of hate mail directed toward you? That was kind of like, why are you a walking encyclopedia and drops knowledge and makes me feel bad for not knowing it? That was one of those moments.
Yeah. I don't know how... So you telling me, like, you're just touching molecules.
Yep,
So
that's
whenever
what they say.
when I get cut by something, that was just molecules, cutting molecules.
Yep, and I've been over it time and time again in my head trying to make sense of it.
Just because it don't make sense.
Yeah, to me, it just tells me that science is proving every day that they don't know as much as they think they do.
Listen, I
Okay.
can prove science wrong. Are you ready? You ever heard that song, Love Makes the World Go Round? It's, boom, science is wrong.
He ended that one with, I'm going to bed now, but then he submitted another one. And he said, why is the word abbreviation so long?
You know, that one bothers me.
And then he said,
That one
okay.
bothers me a lot more than it should.
And then he said, okay, now I'm really going to bed. Then he submitted another one. And he said, how do you know when a thought is truly your last thought before falling asleep? No, seriously, bedtime.
I don't know. Whatever the last thing you think of. Right?
But even then, sometimes you don't remember what your last
I
thought
don't know.
was.
Why is abbreviation so long?
Is there an abbreviation for abbreviation?
ABBR.
I want to hear Napkins pronounce that.
Nope. I pass that one over to Taco,
Yep, he's smart.
the one that knows it all.
I can't
He's smart.
begin to pronounce that.
Let's hear it. Science it.
Literally, my eyes cannot focus enough on the letters to
Science
attempt
it.
Hippopotamonstrifiscophobia.
Wow. Super fragilistic. Let's see. Hippopotamon Strosiquipedalophobia. Nailed it.
The phobia or fear of long words.
Huh.
Okay.
That's a
you
thing.
know.
Like people are scared of that.
So after Vet said that last one, I mean not Vet, Faith said that last one. He said no serious bedtime, and then he said, if a vampire can't see their reflection, how's their hair always on point? Good luck going to sleep now.
No, that's a legit question. I don't get that one
Bruce.
either.
And
Because they're probably constantly like, oh, my hair needs to look good. Slicking it back, you know.
and that truly was his last one. But then we got another question that keeps me up at night from a rando.
Uh-oh.
Their name is Hungry for Answers.
Sounds
And they
legitimate.
say, why do we call it fasting if it takes forever?
Huh. That's a good one. I'm still caught up on the abbreviations. That's going to drive me crazy. Let's hear it, Taco. Why is it fasting? Takes forever. That is a good question, Chad.
I don't know
I'm
why
glad
it's
Chad's here too.
called that, but I do know that the word breakfast came from the term breaking fast. That's about all the help I can offer to it.
Why do we call it fasting? Takes forever. Because fasting is not fun and it's just to make you feel worse. Is that related? I don't know.
Because if you call it fasting, it doesn't seem like it took as long. That's
Let's
my
hurry
theory.
up and get this done.
We just call it starving.
We just call it starving.
It's time for hate mail for Medic.
Yay!
We just got some hate mail. We just got some hate mail.
I'm
We
really
just got
curious
Medic just
hate
got some
mail.
hate mail.
I wonder
if this
who
is the
it's
same
from.
person. I
Okay,
really
dokie.
am.
So this is addressed to McMedic. Their name is Gamer Instinct, and that is spelled GAYMERINSTINCT.
Yep.
On
Just so
how you
everyone
listen to the
knows he
show.
wasn't emphasizing the name weirdly.
On how do you listen to the show, they put I don't,
If you need me, my emotional support beard is here for you.
and it says, "Hey McMedic,
Oh,
I just
boy.
want to take a second out of my extremely peaceful day to let you know you're exhausting. Every stream feels like a TED Talk from a discount youth pastor who rage quits Call of Duty because someone used a pink camo skin. You think you're some top tier streamer. Bro, you're like if Dr. Disrespect left the gym halfway through leg day and started reading Proverbs mid-rage. No one asked for your
Ouch.
lukewarm takes, your borderline sermons, or your boomer
Ouch.
Energy. Also,
Boomer energy.
also, can we-
We ain't gonna fly past that like you didn't just say it. Boomer energy. That's sus, bro. That's sus.
Also, can we talk about how your idea of diversity is playing Fortnite with two of your kids instead of just one? It's giving 1999 youth group lock-in with judgmental snacks vibes. We get it. You love Jesus, EMS, and being right about everything. But try being wrong every once in a while. It's character building. Sincerely, unfollowed, blocked. I may even pray for you with a little sass. Sincerely, a former random follower.
Wait, we gotta address Moonpie's comment there. That's a lot of harsh words from someone who gets their insults from Chat GPT.
So, I'm pretty sure that is the same person.
Story
I
time.
decided to play some more Splitgate 2 after I streamed the other day of it. And I decided to play a match or two. Last night before, I don't remember. And I thought I would be all cool like and turn on the game chat and talk to my teammates. You know? Like a really good teammate, and inform them, hey, there's a birthday stream coming up. You should join it on Twitch. Gotta follow. And there was a certain player who did mention that they went and followed. And they also made it very obvious why their name is spelled that way, if you get what I'm saying. And I was like, okay, well, let's play the game. Immediately becomes one of the most toxic players. Like, it was like playing League. And I was like, okay, so are we going to take this serious or goof off? And then he got very insulting towards me about it. And I was like, listen, I'm just saying, if you're going to play the game serious like and run your mouth, you got to back up what you're doing in the game. Because the kid was like 3 and 28. 3 and 28. I had like 38 kills. And then, after he went very insulting towards me, I may have made a comment towards what his name inferred. Next game, he was on the other team, and I put him in the dirt. So, it kind of sounds like he's still a little bit mad and rage quitting everything. But, you know, I'm not a big streamer. Why do I care?
I won't say the comment that popped into my head there, because that would
I
be
won't
highly
say the comment that I told him. Birthday stream today. Watch party.
From
Snacks
start
and
to finish.
refreshments. Subs provide. Oh man, I'm gonna have to eat
Pizza
bugs.
and subs.
I'm gonna have to eat bugs and crap, ain't I?
And it's free and open to the
subs
public.
as in sandwich.
No,
Yeah.
I think he should mean it as in subs to help me out. See what I'm saying?
No, he's literally doing a post inviting people to come and join them for a free watch party.
I'm wondering where my provided pizza is. It would taste a lot better than an armor-tailed scorpion.
Moon Pie has changed destinations. Free snacks, refreshments,
So I'm
pizza, and
curious,
subs.
let's hear it, Napkins. What do you think of my hate mail?
Well, before hearing your story, I was not even going to address it. I was just going to let it go and probably not even read it. And then after hearing your story, I was like, oh, no, this has to be read.
Yeah, it's kind of like, one of them entitled kids got, like, I don't know, he got beat at Halo and he's pouting. I want to address why it's a problem to stream Fortnite with 2 children. It's okay to stream with 1. Yeah, I don't know. Unless this person really done some digging and found the Fortnite video we done, I don't.
Pretty much what he's saying is that's as deep as your diversity goes. Like you think that that's being diverse.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, he didn't take my comment very well then.
Yeah.
Ta-da!
You know,
Anyway.
I get having to explain that to your wife, but I'm kind of surprised I had to explain that to you.
Yeah. Well,
Wow.
I'm asleep. Wow, the hate mail just keeps coming, huh?
Your wife says that she thinks you just didn't like being turned down. Considering the comment you made to start all that.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, it could have been a whole lot worse.
Yeah, sure could have. Try to use ChatGPT.
That was a really good one.
It was probably one of those situations where he typed out something much worse into ChatGPT and said, "Make this professional," or "Make this sound better," and then copied.
I would
what it
say
said.
whatever he actually typed, we probably wouldn't have read.
Yeah, 100%.
100%. Listen, my thing though is if you're gonna like yell at everybody. I'm telling you, it was like playing League and getting a toxic player. And you know how League community is. This is a new game, and you're yelling at people. And I was like, dude, you're the one yelling. You're the one losing. It's okay. Halo skills come into play. Carried him, got him a win, and then I stomped him in the dirt. You know how we do.
Peach, can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen.
Amen to that. Yeah, put him in his place the next game. It was fun. Because I still had... I almost turned the chat off in the game after that. Because I was like, oh my gosh. Now I remember why I keep this turned off. And then I noticed he was on the other team. So me, being the nice person I am, I told my entire team, hey, you see this name pop up? You make sure he is not alive. You put him in the dirt every time you see him. We did. We sure did.
Just every now and then when you're playing games, there is somebody that will join the lobby against you that just something about the way they act in that game, it just sparks something and you can't help it. You're like, all right, that's my target. And you direct everyone to go after that one person.
To be fair, when I was doing that and I said that, the teammates I had then, they were really cool. They thought like, hey, we should start a new game mode like this.
Who cares about objectives?
So, you were telling that story, and we were talking about that random league match that we done that to the poor Ash. Do we remember why we done that, or was it just like a, hey, let's mess with this person?
It was something they sent in the all chat, like right at the start of the game.
They said something to Cal.
Which,
That's
I mean,
what it was. They sent something to Cal right at the start of the match.
That pretty much sums up the entire
I think McMedic's
league
froze.
Community, though.
Did we lose Medic? I believe we may have. But you are right that does kind of sum up all of the league community. It's full of toxic
User in
players.
your channel timed out.
We did. We lost a medic. Medic down. Medic down.
Who do you call when the medic's down?
Yeah, that's an issue. It's a real issue.
Medic! Oh, wait a minute.
Vet, maybe you can answer that for us. Who do you call when the medic's down? Did we lose all of the viewers too because of it?
Are we still live?
My stream's still going. Vet, God. Fair.
It reminded me of Family Feud for some reason. Good answer.
Yeah. Show me God.
Medic.
Oh no. I'm wondering if their internet crashed again. You call Ghostbusters?
User entered your channel.
Oh,
Hello?
is you back, medic?
Medic.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Well, I don't have I'm not live now. Y'all ever heard of this internet provider? Run away.
Yes, I would encourage you to as well. If I had other options, I would.
Oh, it's making me mad. Continue. I'm here. I can hear you. I just about as far as I can go at the moment.
We'll take this time to remind everybody to hop over to McMedic's channel at 2 p.m. where he will be going live for his birthday bash. Hosted by,
birthday!
graciously sponsored by Angry Vet Nation. There will be a ton of
Vet loves
giveaways.
me.
Some of them you might be able to see behind me. We got some 2 gaming headsets, keyboard.
Are you showing them off right now?
No, they're behind me. I
Oh,
could show them off, actually.
yeah, you good.
Ooh.
Wow.
I
This
wish I
is a-
could see what's happening.
This is a
Why don't you pull the stream up on your phone?
this is
I
a
was
Republic
trying to
of
pull it up.
Gamers wireless headset. It is the ROG Pelta. It is compatible on computer. I don't know what else. Compatible with PC, Mac, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4 and 5, and mobile devices.
So everything
Oh.
but Xbox.
Everything but Xbox, yes. But wait, there's more. One of the other giveaways will be an MSI Immerse GH50 wireless headset. This one is compatible on PC, Mac, PlayStation, and Switch as well. I do think that it's kind of cool that they're wireless. Up to
Napkins,
22
you can't
hours.
take them.
Up to 22 hours of active battery life? Is that what you said?
Yes, I did.
Oh.
The next one is the MSI Strike 600 Silent Sensation Mechanical Keyboard. And it is RBG as well. And it's very fun to click.
Wait, is it RBG or RGB?
RGB.
I can't remember.
RBG?
I
RGB.
don't know. It's an abbreviation
I like
I've never
Arby's.
understood the purpose of.
I got it. I was it is this.
It does all the gaming lighting. That's what
Yeah.
we need to know.
Yeah.
I love Arby's. They have the meats.
Reconfigure key commands and adjust the lighting by choosing from millions of colors and several dynamic effects. Well, that doesn't help.
Millions of colors?
That's what it says. That do be what it says. It's RGB. It
Okay.
does say. Mechanical silent.
Now, that means that it's a mechanical keyboard, but it's silent. It doesn't make any clicking noises.
Yeah, it does not make the
Clickety-clackety-clack.
clicky clacks.
See?
It's got a braided cable and it's gold plated USB connector. And you can so it does have programmable buttons, and you can set up to 3 different profiles, which is pretty cool.
I type something in your chat and it sends a link to go to my.
So yeah, those 3 things will be on the giveaway. We got 2 digital gift cards, one for $50 and one for $100 to Microsoft, which can be used on Xbox Live services or games or whatever. There's
some
four
V-Bucks.
Yep.
$25 Visa gift cards, which can be
Wow.
used on anything that Visa's used on.
Yeah.
There are
There.
2 $2,800 V-Bucks cards. Or
You gotta
2,800
win it,
V-Bucks
Grum.
cards.
Yeah, get on Medic's birthday bash stream at 2 p.m. and you
Have a
could
chance to
it.
win.
Oh, God, win it. How long's that stream going for?
It's going to be a 12-hour stream, sir.
A 12-hour stream, and there's enough giveaways to do a giveaway every hour. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yep.
And don't
Moderators
forget,
are going to help keep track of that.
don't forget that every subscribe he gets and how many bits?
At least 500 bits donated.
Every donation of 500 bits is a spin on the wheel to make him eat weird things.
Or you
Oh.
could, on the wheel, you can win merch. There is faith-based t-shirts and hats. There is Slim Chance Gaming and McMedic t-shirts and hats.
Also forgot, another one of the giveaways is Tiny Tina's Wonderland
Tiny Tina's!
with
deluxe.
all of the DLCs.
All of them.
Every one of them.
One of them you can
And
get.
if you're on the fence about that game, but you kind of wonder what it might be about before you try and win it, join the stream at 2. That's what we're kicking it off with.
That is what we are kicking it off with. Starting from the beginning, and I told Cal, because he's not played it yet,
Nope.
but he is dying to play it. And I said, listen, we'll start it off at the beginning, because you haven't even got to meet Queen
Princess-
Butt Stallion.
Yeah.
And he said, Queen who? And I said, Queen Butt Stallion. Okay? Don't get too attached. But we will kick it off in the beginning, and I know how he is with games, wanting to grind them. And I said, we will literally, it's a 12-hour stream. I mean, we will definitely push through a lot on that game before we switch it up.
Oh yeah, knowing him, that's what we'll be on for at least 4 to 5 hours.
I don't know. I think we could rush it if we wanted, but I want to become the best. They can't give it away. Queen Butt Stallion.
No. I will say a great little teaser of what that's going to be like with Kyle was getting to watch Goat and his buddies play it a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Because that moment, it was exactly like a preview of Kyle.
Okay, I'm told that I have to read something real quick, so
The
y'all just bear with
graphics on
me.
that game is
You're
awesome.
fine. I can't.
You're right,
For some
Medic
reason, my internet's working now, and I can talk to you guys, right? And I can watch your stream on Twitch right now. But my Streamlabs thing, it's kind of like froze. I can't get it to do anything. It's telling me I don't have I need to check my connection. So I guess the internet's not back up and running the best it can right at the moment. Maybe my wall's too thick and the connection can't come through.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
That's what that internet darn feller told me when he come once. He said, "Well, your wall's too thick." And I said, "What?"
Okay, I'm told I have to read something.
Read
so,
it.
Y'all bear with me, but I'm being told by a certain somebody's legal team that this has to be read. No purchase will be necessary to enter on McMedic's Birthday Bash giveaway. Entry into the giveaway is completely free. No purchase or payment of any kind is necessary to enter or win. You must be a follower of McMedic SCG on Twitch at the time of the giveaway and at the time that the winner is selected. The giveaway period will begin today at the start of the birthday stream and will end at the end of the birthday stream. Entries submitted outside of this period will not be considered. You must be following McMedic SCG, and you will follow all entry instructions provided during the stream or in the official giveaway post. The winner will be selected at random at the time announced. All prizes will be sent via our official Discord, except for the Visa gift cards. Those will be mailed to you. This giveaway is proudly sponsored by Angry Vet Nation, empowering veterans and first responders in the streaming community. This giveaway is no way sponsored, endorsed, administered by, or associated with Twitch or any other social media platform. By entering, participants release and hold harmless McMedic's, Slim Chance Gaming, and Angry Vet Nation from any liability.
That was a tongue twister.
Yeah, it was.
Now that you've read that, I think you need to explain who Angry Vet Nation is now, though.
Angry Vet Nation.
Oh, come on, you do better than that.
I don't have my voice changer box.
Do it professional.
Well, hang on. If you want me to do it professional.
I want to hear a good one.
I'm pulling up my scripts I have.
You know what I want you? I have a job for you before the stream starts. If we can get everything uploaded in time.
Social media platform or Facebook. That's right. Moonpie. What's the job?
So when the stream starts and we go live after the start screen, I want a good professional intro to AVN. Like I'm talking like cinematic music. What is
Yeah,
AVN?
That ain't gonna happen. All right. This episode, the birthday bash, and all things Slim Chance Gaming related, is proudly sponsored by Angry Vet Nation, a non-profit organization dedicated to empowering veterans and first responders as they transition into the world of content creation and streaming. Whether you're active duty, retired, a frontline worker looking for a new outlet, Angry Vet Nation provides the tools, training, and community to help you succeed. From technical support to mentorship and networking, they're here to help you take the next step with confidence. To learn more, get involved, or support the mission, visit angryvetnation.org and be a part of a community that has your six on and off the screen. Angry Vet Nation, built by warriors, driven by purpose.
You must be a first responder or veteran to apply.
What he said.
You was talking about a gut punch earlier. My internet provider's a gut punch.
You're right about that.
I feel sorry for them once this podcast ends because my wife is gonna call them.
The only way I'd be more terrified for them is if Napkins was calling them.
You know what? I should get Amy to call them. That's what I should do.
Don't know if they could handle that.
Yeah, again. Call them again. Actually considering lifting that requirement, though, as of this moment, yes, you must still have to be a first responder or veteran to apply. Ooh.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Bum, bum, bum. Real quick, I need to...
You know what makes me sad?
check on
I tried to message and get a hold of Amy, and she never answered me.
that.
Yeah.
But she messaged me.
But soon as Napkins did, she answered him. Watch him smile like, yeah, I'm the favorite. Look at him.
You
Look
know
at
I'm
him,
the
his
favorite.
bald head.
You know I'm the favorite.
Napkins can call if he wants, but I'm pretty fired up. Oh, I had to change my number. Did a bunch of people keep calling you about your car's extended warranty? I'm gonna call the internet provider and just keep doing that over and over and over and over. I'm telling you, like, oh, you get so hyped up, and then the internet provider says, no.
Not today.
Oh, it makes me so mad.
You know, something that irritates me too is the fact that the U.S. Postal Service still doesn't know how to do things in an efficient manner.
Well, if you didn't buy everything from Temu.
I didn't. I ordered this from eBay. It's coming from Florida, and it's supposed to be here today, but it's not updated from Florida.
Wow. That sounds like nobody scanned anything.
Yeah, it's been a week too, so. No, we handle that when we give them the location they're calling from. Pretty
Oh, by
slick.
the way, I forgot to say it earlier, but that concluded Quester's Questions, your hate mail.
My hate mail concluded it.
Oh, no. I lied. A new one
Oh.
just came in.
You're a
Oh.
liar face. Liar face, but no emotional beard.
All right.
You can't see me, but I'm here. Boogity boogity boo.
This person says, "It's me again from North Carolina. I am struggling. How do I know what my calling is? I feel like it changes every week after church. I feel like I get an answer and then I'm not sure. I'm not so sure after church. I don't know how to deal with this. I really am so lost."
Don't necessarily bank on relying on someone at church to tell you what your calling is. I think there can be confirmation there.
But there can also be confusion.
But there can also be confusion out of it. I agree with that. Searching for your calling is I don't know. I think it's one of those things you keep praying about it, and then obvious confirmation can come. And there ain't nothing wrong when you're praying. God, make it clear to me what it is. Like I prayed before, like God, you know how dense I am. You're gonna have to make it obvious, clear to me about something.
Yeah, as far as finding your calling goes, it's real easy to get wrapped up in the emotion of a service and think, okay, that's it. That's what my calling is. But the second you walk out and that emotional high starts to go away, that's when it starts setting in of, well, was that my calling or was that just me? And that's where we keep stressing the point of seek it out for yourself. Be in prayer about it. Do all the things you can to draw closer to God, and He'll reveal it to you. Don't be in a rush about it. Don't be in a rush to try and get started with it. He'll reveal it to you in His time. I know that can be a bit of a drag because you want to know right now. You want to get started right away. But sometimes He wants you to take your time to actually grow and be prepared for it before He tells you, okay, this is what you need to do.
Perfectly
Napkins.
said.
Anything to add to that?
I mean, not really. I will say, and this is just, how do I say this? Just like, and this is my opinion strictly, but, like we've mentioned several times, the Bible says to work out your own soul salvation with fear and trembling. So don't bank your calling or what you feel your calling is on what someone else tells you it should be, or just because someone else don't agree with what you feel your calling is, if that makes any sense. So if you feel your calling is to stand by the door and greet every person that walks through that door and tell them Jesus loves them, don't let somebody tell you that ain't your calling. If you honestly feel like that's what God wants you to do. That's all I really got to add.
I can care.
Don't let somebody steal your calling.
You can't see me, but I'm here. This is really interesting watching you on Twitch.
By the way,
Yeah.
the item I was talking about, I'm not going to mention the name of the place, but the person mentioned a redneck taco.
What?
It's a menu item from one of the recommended places in
For
Tennessee.
barbecue.
Yeah,
It's called a what?
a redneck taco.
At barbecue. But that sends thoughts into my head.
Yeah, it does.
I tried some pretty good barbecue the other day.
Yeah, you got to try Dan's place, didn't you?
Holy smokes! What was the name?
Yeah,
I tell you
he
what,
makes some
though,
pretty
his
good food.
wings. I must have missed this when I was trapped in ads.
No, we didn't read them because they were addressed to you.
Yeah, they all got addressed to you, and then you just, I think I will get on the road today. Man.
You and your emotional support beard.
They have an online menu. I'm going to see what this is.
Napkins says,
good?
I'm not waiting.
Does it look good, though? That's what I want to know.
There's no.
Uh-oh. Do they not have it now?
No, it's there, but they don't have a picture of it.
I wonder if Google does.
But if you Google search it, you'll find one.
And then you can go to your sources, and you could upload it and show everyone. You want me to walk you through how to use your sources? You tried to teach me how to do that earlier.
Say hello to our redneck taco is what it says.
Well,
Crispy cornbread hoe cake piled high with pulled pork, tangy coleslaw, and Jack's Creek barbecue sauce.
Interesting.
I'm about to put it on my stream.
On yours?
Hashtag not sponsored. Add image to scene. Add a new source. Image
I'm
file.
getting ready to say redneck taco.
I've literally got it pulled up just so I can see.
That's it.
You can't really see it.
I'm trying to fix it. Hold ye horses, taco. That would be it. That is a redneck taco.
Oh, so it's literally
That
like a...
Looks like
cornbread.
coleslaw laying on a pancake.
Yeah. Not what I was expecting.
Nope,
No.
I'm looking really... This looks like a pled disappointment right here.
I mean,
I'd try it, but it's
I'd try
it's
it,
definitely
but-
underwhelming.
That
looking.
kind of supports Moon Pie's feelings about
It's definitely underwhelming.
barbecue from the looks of it. I'm just saying.
It's definitely
You
underwhelming.
ain't wrong. You ain't wrong.
Don't hate mail me. Or do. I really don't care.
You have an unknown caller.
Yeah, I forgot to silence my phone before the show.
Ah, how dare you.
Oh.
I'm not gonna lie to you, fellas. I'm scrolling down their Facebook page, and this place don't really look all that special.
I tell you what, Holy Smokes Wings the other day was. Mm-hmm.
And this is
Now, I've
I
only
don't-
tried their brisket
Okay.
so far, but it was
I'm
pretty
just
good.
gonna say it.
They were fresh too.
I don't think that this place counts because this is like a chain. It's not like a.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if it's a chain, we can't really count it because we got some chains in Kentucky that are fairly
Actually,
good, but
Ironically
wouldn't count
enough, they do have a location in Louisville, Kentucky.
we don't count Louisville
So,
either.
it's
Louisville,
not-
Southern Indiana.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, if they have a place in Kentucky, then they can't be classified as Tennessee barbecue.
That's true.
Oh, like any of the restaurants.
Because then they're not special to Tennessee.
Mm-hmm. Oh, how the table.
Now I am
And
curious
what's
about the
what's
name of the
funny?
place, though.
Hang on. What's funny is this person said, "I'm just gonna read it, okay? This one, I'll read this one. Yo, Moon Pie, if you want the best barbecue in the entire state of Tennessee, forget the tourist traps and head straight to Martin's Barbecue Joint in Nolansville. I'm talking whole hog, smoked low and slow the way Barbecue Angels intended. P.S. Get the redneck taco. It's life changing."
You mean the pancake with coleslaw?
But here's my thing. If they're in other states, then you just admitted that the whole the best barbecue in the whole state of Tennessee didn't originate in Tennessee. Just saying.
Does make it kind of difficult, but it's kind of looking like maybe their original location is from Nashville.
All right. We just got another questor's question. If we have time to address it this show,
Sure.
it is
You can't
actually
see me, but I'm here.
it is actually a response to a previously submitted question, or a
Right.
follow-up rather. So it's a questor follow-up.
Thing. That's my blood.
It is now. It's the first time this has happened. This was submitted by Brianna or Brianna, who listens on Apple Podcast, and she said, "Hey, it's me again. My friend is still currently broke up with her ex. Thank you for the advice before, by the way, but now she is convinced he has changed. However, everything he has been posting and the actions he is doing shows there is no to very little change.
Unless
I'm
God
worried-
changed him, he ain't changed, honey.
I am worried she is going to get back into the same situation she was in before and get back into the mental state she was in when going through it the first time. I'm not sure how to tell her my opinion without making her mad. Any advice helps."
Sometimes you can't avoid making somebody mad, especially when you're telling them something they don't want to hear, whether they
Sure.
like it or not. The only advice we can really give you is just be honest, say it as kindly as you can, and just
Do it out of love.
just try to make sure that they know you're only telling them what you are because you love them and care about them.
I'm gonna say, unless God changes them, they most likely ain't changing. Especially if nothing else, like the posts and stuff, ain't changing. Like, come on now, that's common sense. But at the same time, like Taco was saying, do it out of love. Sometimes people are just gonna get mad, but you can't control people. If somebody's gonna do something, they're gonna do it. They have to live and learn with their own mistakes.
So here's the way I'm going to I'm stuck in that loop again. Here's the way I'm going to ease into this. First of all,
So he's
I wouldn't-
easing.
I would not just go straight to her and be like, listen, Linda, this is the way it is. Because, well, to put frankly, some people don't want advice. And if you just go to her and start barking stuff at her, this is what you should do, this is what you shouldn't do, yada, 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 you're going to make her mad, even if you do it in the nicest possible way that you possibly can. So, first things first, I would address it as a question. Do you want my advice? Do you want my input? And if she says no, okay, so be it. If she says yeah, then start it off with, I'm going to be 100% honest and tell you how I feel. And then just tell her. If she gets mad, she gets mad, like the other said. Pretty much the only thing that I would add to what everybody else has said is don't go straight in attacking out the gate unless she has specifically asked you for your input, because that can do more harm than good sometimes. Because sometimes they already know it's a bad idea and they just don't want to be reminded, because they're going to do it anyway, no matter what you tell them. And if you try and tell them, hey, you're being stupid, they're going to get mad. And sometimes you just got to make people mad. So weigh out your options. Do what you feel in your heart. But that's my 10 cents.
That's more than two.
And real quick, before we get hate mail from everybody, looks like that Martin's barbecue joint originated in Nolensville, Tennessee. So I will say you could argue it is a Tennessee barbecue place, but it becoming a chain makes it hard to say whether it's that good of a barbecue place.
Taco's still caught up on the barbecue.
You right. There's some other ones that was mentioned. 3 more actually, but I don't know if they're chained or not.
Yeah, we'll dive into it more when we've got Moon Pie here so we can hear them. I just didn't want people to send a bunch of hate mail your way since it did actually originate there.
This
Yeah,
place,
Some people's hate mail can hurt.
this place advertises as real Tennessee barbecue.
Oh boy.
What the heck is Memphis sushi?
Ew.
I ain't getting barbecue from a place that sells sushi. I'm sorry, but that you can't do both right.
I don't think it's actual sushi.
Barbecue sushi. I didn't know that.
Anywho, we'll save those.
Saving them.
Bulls, before we wrap up, anybody got anything else on the brain?
My internet provider is terrible.
They stupid. You right.
Yeah,
Very much so.
it hurts my feelings.
The thing is, though, they got the biggest monopoly in this area.
Yep.
But I will say this: during the birthday stream, if this happens and it cuts me offline, please stick around. I will be back.
You will be back.
I never left.
We
Y'all
need
need
to
to start
start
your own local ISP.
You right.
That'd be a Napkins thing.
Yeah, I'm completely lost. Napkins, what is that?
An internet service
sup-
provider?
provider?
You're supposed to be the smart one.
That common sense thing is pretty short on him. I knew what it was. I'm just not technically enough to do it.
Oh,
Technically.
we would not even have.
All right.
We could
Graham.
put all of our money together that we've ever made up to this
$2?
point in our life and still not have enough to do that.
About $3.50.
Dang.
Gibbity toilet.
Yeah. Yeah, that was grim.
So you've looked into it? If you knew the troubles that we've been through.
If you only knew me in real life.
Napkins
I
has
have
looked
done
into
some things that I
wide
cannot
range.
publicly admit to.
He's looked into a wide range of things.
Listen, when you're talking to somebody that's life goal is to manage a Walmart with a McDonald's in it, it's all open, you know what I'm saying?
I will say, I was once a person that got so filled with rage, and it may or may not have been by a cell phone provider that also partly owns the internet service provider.
That's the
that I
problem.
called them over and over and over and over and over and over for I don't know, give or take 6 hours, and got every representative's name. I would call until they said, "Thank you for calling, blah blah blah. This is XYZ. How can I help you?" And then I'd hang up, and then I'd call again, and then I'd hang up, and then I'd call again, until
He's
I
that
had
guy.
a list. I had a list of every person, and I called and I said, "I need to speak to a supervisor." And they're like, "Well, maybe I can help you." And I'm like, "You can't. Neither can." And I read off every name, and I said, "I need to speak to a supervisor." And they went, "Oh, okay, hang on just a second." They put a supervisor on the phone. I told that supervisor that they were going to close our account because we were going with someone else. We would not be paying them another penny. And even though that we had technically violated our contract by canceling our service early, they would also not be coming after us for the remainder of what we owed on the phones, because if they did, I would go to the Federal Trade Commission and report all the illegal activities that I had proof of that they were doing that went against the FTC and the FCC rules. and broke down what those rules were. And it was about 2 weeks later that we got a check in the mail giving us our entire deposit back that we had paid to said wireless company, as well as a note that said that we were free and in the clear and did not owe them another penny.
He's that guy.
I
Well,
also
why he won't put my internet people in their place for me, I don't know.
I
He
also
hates me.
had a direct line to the office of the president for another wireless company that is a fairly large company, and I had a direct line. Anytime we had a problem, I could call and be like, "Hey, I got this problem," and they would be like, "Okay, we'll fix it," and it was fixed within a day or two. Sometimes same day.
You don't happen to know the president of my internet provider, do you?
No,
No,
That I don't.
he's got a history with them too.
yeah, I do. Anywho, that's enough about napkins.
Has anything wadded you up this week?
Um, you know, not really, other than I don't understand why everybody in Pike County and Floyd County decides they want to have a baby on the same weekend.
Random.
We had 31 babies this weekend.
Daggone.
31.
It's a lot of birthdays.
All them,
We know what everybody was doing 9 months ago, too.
all them code nuts.
So, what do y'all think about like a new little business starting? And then they're like, hey, reach out to us, blah, blah. And then they take so long to respond on Facebook. And all you want is get your truck details.
I responded to you and you never responded back.
That was a late response. Thank you.
Some people go to sleep.
Some people just don't sleep.
And whose fault is that?
I don't know. You said a fact, I saying one. Anybody in the local area, there is a new business for detailing. What'd you name it?
Napkins Auto Glow.
Auto Glow.
Moon Pie report them to the BBB.
Level up your shine.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hi, hi, hi.
Well, I got a couple you can do, so that'll help you out.
Alrighty, just let me know when you want them done.
Well, not today. I got birthday string due.
Just as soon as you finish yelling at your internet provider.
Oh yeah, it's gonna get loud up in here.
Ha
I'm gonna go full Amy on them.
Oh,
Heard you wouldn't.
Well, I don't know how would Amy do it. Amy, give me tips. Amy, are you here?
oh, you missed it when your internet first dropped, though. When you got dropped, Napkins said, "Who do you call for when the medic's down?" I said, "I don't know, Vet. Can you tell us who you call for when the medic's down?" Vet's reply was God.
Hey. I'm at Hillbilly Hot Dogs Pit Stop.
I don't know
That's
what that
cool.
is.
That's cool. We're doing a podcast that we asked you to be a part of.
After all the talk he does about how he loves this because this is like getting to hang out with his brothers.
Yeah, he was in for a week. He's done hanging out.
Don't know what you're talking about. It's not starred on my chat.
It's not on mine either.
Must be something in your settings, Moon Pie.
Well, it had to ask me if I wanted to allow that word to be used. before it would pop up.
Hillbilly? Really?
Yep.
Huh.
Just gonna say this provider tried to convince me that my address wasn't my address. It's like talking to a wall. This is true. Be firm and hateful, but don't curse or threaten, or they will hang up. Well, we
Wait.
Don't
We have to
curse.
confirm. Napkins, is it true? Do they hang up when you threaten?
he got his way with Amazon.
It depends. I told you we're not going to talk about illegal things on this podcast that I've done.
It's fine. They can't see me.
But anyway, it depends on the type of threat,
I
I will say.
don't think you should say it that way.
I feel like that makes it worse.
I'm just saying, at one point I was the reason why security had to escort Amazon workers to their car for 24 hours.
Mander B is so beta
Mander is-
skibbity Ohio with no riz. She is so beta.
God, grim.
I feel like there was a lot of truth in that statement. FBI be like,
What is this now? Play that back again?
if they only knew. Dum dum dum.
Oh, I'm sure they do.
Most likely. Well, fellers, what's left on your brain before I go yell at the internet provider? Because I got a birthday stream doing giveaways.
Yep, just gotta get mentally prepared for Tiny Tina's.
I'm excited.
So am I. I've not got
Like
to play with Cal.
like I
in a hot
told
minute.
you.
I'm sure all 3-letter agencies know napkins. I would assume that's a
We
truthful statement.
only scratching the tip of the iceberg, Ninja. Like I said, I'm not going to admit to everything on a public domain.
But I will. It's fine. They can't see me. My provider's crap.
But like I told you, Medic, I will do my best to hang out as much as possible. But the kids are out of school, so
That's fine.
I don't know
You
how
gotta mute, you
often
can
I'll
mute.
be. I don't know how much I'll be able to be around, but
Wow. First moon pie, then a napkins.
Oh my.
Taco won't leave me.
No, I won't, bro.
if you only knew how many times that my door's already been beat on since we started the podcast.
Oh, I'm wearing a new shirt today, by the way. It's a throwback to the Frieza saga of Dragon Ball Z.
That was so random.
Nerd alert. That was like that in the Cell series was the best. Anyway. 5 episodes in a Kamehameha.
The Spirit Bomb's gonna work this time, I just know it.
Right?
It's took them 10 episodes.
Anywho, Medic.
Yeah.
That's us. I'm gonna ask you. Anything left on your brain?
I am trying to anger and sin not with the internet provider.
Oh,
He is trying, but is it working?
righteous anger, bro. Righteous anger.
The gates of hell shall not prevail. I'm gonna have to get it straightened out. I've got some Tiny Tinas to do.
Exactly.
Yeah, Wonderlands.
Anyhow,
I'm glad no one can see me.
How red is your face right now?
Oh, you know, like the rainbow. I don't even know what that means. I'm half asleep. Okay. Well, I can't end anything. It's on you all to wrap it up.
well, we thank everybody for joining us today. It's been a chaotic episode, but
Why are
hey,
you doing
that's what
so
you joined
professional
for.
ending? That ain't how we do it.
It's been fun, y'all. It's been real. But until next time, we love y'all. Jesus loves you more. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. I'm so proud of him.
this morning to the sun's embrace. Prayer and coffee giving me the grace. Ready to game with my heart full of fire. Faith and pixels lifting me higher. Steel drums beating as I sip my brew. God and gaming making life feel new. Tropical breeze blowing through my space. PC gamer, EMTaco in